What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Queen Candy Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. We hope that everybody is doing good. Happy Sunday to everybody. Oh boy, we tired, y'all. Been working real hard past couple days, getting it in, trying to, take care of business and whatnot, dealing with a little bit of drama here and there. Y'all know how I go. But we're gonna keep it moving and keep doing what we gotta do regardless. So with all that being said, got a good topic for you guys this morning. Was actually scrolling on TikTok yesterday and we saw a young lady talking about basically the beauty of being you. And that can mean, different things for different people. The beauty of being you, the beauty of being yourself, um, not accepting any toxic behavior. You don't have to hang around any family that bring you down or, accept any kind of toxic behavior from an ex family member. You ain't got to work no 9 to 5. You don't have to do, whether you're male or female, you don't have to do anything in this world, in this life that you really don't want to do. You don't. And we always get caught up in this cycle, if you will, feeling the pressure of social media or of, people around us, especially relationships. That's the main thing we think for us. We just say that for experience, from experience. But when we get into relationships and, we get around certain people, we always feel this pressure, this weight that we have to fit in or we have to be whoever they want us to be or do whatever they want us to do. And look, yeah, we can tell you from experience. Hello, everybody. We can tell you from experience that no matter what you do for another person, it's never gonna be enough. And the number one thing we can say is lack of love that a lot of people have for themselves. If people really don't have love for you as or they self, either one, we don't really know which one is worse, but think people having lack of love for themselves because if they don't have that, there's no way ever they're gonna be able to love you. And we got that fantasy that people are always going to be welcome in everybody. We got to get out of that fantasy that people are always going to be supportive, that they're always going to be accepting, that they're always going to understand and have compassion and all that crap, because they're not. Stop going out here in this world thinking people going to care or even give a damn about what you're going through or anything that you have going on. And these are the same people we been over backwards trying to please, trying to make them happy. And how in the world we don't realize that that's going to wind up making us miserable, because it does. We can say from experience that we woke up kind of just one day in our past relationships, just eh, like out of nowhere. It was like out of nowhere. You know what we saying? And like, how in the world did I get here? How in the world did I let this get so bad and get so far? Can tell you, only from my experience. You in love, you want to be a good woman or a good man to somebody, you want to be supportive of their dreams and everything they have going on. So you do this whole flip and change and move and all that, and they not doing nothing. They're not doing absolutely nothing to meet you halfway. And that's something we always told, our husband, even in past relationships, even dealing with family, like, I'm doing whatever I can to make you happy and whatnot. I'm making these changes. I'm being here 24/7. Don't go nowhere. Don't do nothing. None of that garbage. And you still treating me like I'm gum under your shoe, like I'm lesser than. And we accept and deal with so much behavior that's just, wow, unacceptable. And the sad part is people know what they're doing. We hate that phrase. Well, I didn't mean to. Yes, you did. What you didn't mean to do was get exposed. Hello, everybody. What you didn't mean to do was get exposed and let alone, get caught. That's what you didn't mean to do. But that's when people come in with "I'm sorry" or "I apologize," or like we just said, "I didn't mean to," or famous one, "I didn't know it was going to end up like that." Welcome in, everybody. I didn't know it was going to end up like that. I didn't know, it was going to happen. It was going to go down that way. Yes, we did. Like we said, we play dumb. We play dumb. We do, y'all. But really, ain't no grown adult that's stupid. You would think. Ain't no grown adult that's stupid. What's going on, y'all? No, no way. We know what we be doing. It's premeditated. It's planned. It's planned. And we play the role like we boo-boo the fool. Like, wow. But like we said on the flip side, when it happens to them, we always say it's a phrase we learned from our husband now. Do your worst. But don't be crying when it's your time. And it's just in general to anybody. But yes, we blamed ourselves for a lot of that. Getting caught up in that fantasy of doing what other people wanted us to do. Stopping, our goals and our dreams and things that we love to do. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. The things that we want to do. And we ain't gonna lie, sometimes we feel like we still hard on ourselves for that, but what's done is done. It is what it is, and it's in the past. Hello. Um, ain't nothing we can do about it now. Nothing we can do about it. But keep it moving. Yeah, we got burnt. Yeah, we got hurt. We got used, lied to, whole 9 yards. We don't know anybody that hasn't. But it's all good. We don't care how ugly it is or how bad it can get. Um, we still believe to this day that everything happens for a reason. And ourself turn into this version of us that we didn't even recognize or we didn't even know who we were, faking the funk, just to make somebody else happy, working a 9 to 5 job that we just flat out hated. We worked so many, you guys. And we hated it, but we had to because we have kids. And they were a little younger at the time. So, we had to do what we had to do. But it was just like one day, thank you. Just like one day, um, we woke up and we was like, this ain't it. I'm still working this 9 to 5, being broke, and I'm not getting nowhere. I'm surrounding myself with these same people I'm trying to please and make happy. I'm not getting nowhere. And with us, that was a realization we came to. We was just like, this got to be something different. So a few years ago at the time, what we did was we decided to get into modeling. And of course, everybody came out the woodwork doing everything they could to stop us, to put everything on pause. And, we were still able to accomplish some things and do a couple of things that we love to do. Hello, everybody. Do other things that we love to do. And, we dealt with the hate backlash because apparently in their eyes, we're ever supposed to be. Don't think we're ever supposed to be as a mother. We're not supposed to have no dreams or no goals or anything outside of raising our kids that's gonna, make us happy. Hello, you guys. We're not. We're supposed to just take care of them. They're supposed to be our life. And don't get us wrong. We love our kids. We love our kids. We do. But that's not all we've ever wanted to be. And the sad part about that is nobody's ever asked, what's your goals? What's your dream? What do you want to do? You know, out of your life? You want to sing, you want to dance, you want to be an author, uh, jewelry, whatever. What do you want to do? Nobody's ever asked that. So we just, I'm finna get out here and just do it. And it was ironic because at the time we had just lost our apartment. Just lost our apartment at the time. So we were staying with a friend of ours, and that's when we decided to get into it. And we did some great things. We got to travel a little bit to Atlanta, different parts of Florida and whatnot. But that was just the beginning. We didn't even know of us, stepping outside the box and, doing something different. That was just the beginning. We had no idea where this path was going to take us at, let alone being here Illinois, where we are now, not far from Chicago. Uh, it was crazy. And it was just like, enough is enough. It's got to be something better than working for somebody else and, making them rich. It's got to be something better than that. And that's how we got into it. So eventually we went from that to doing music, which we still do to this day. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, which we still do, to this day. Now we're doing it a lot different amongst a whole lot of other things. Um, Pushing that even further. People was faking like they were supportive, whatnot, but really wasn't. Was trying to find the right time to step in, y'all know, and disrupt everything that we have going on. Still doing it to this day, but it's a little bit slicker now. But like we say, we able to catch on to it. But that was just the beginning of us stepping outside the norm and doing something different. So flash forward to now, been modeling, been doing music a couple years, whole 9 yards, and now we are no longer living in Florida. And apparently, from what we heard, a lot of people weren't really happy about that, and I did not care. So one of the reasons, if anybody ever even bothered to ask, why we decided to leave Florida was we were surrounded by people that was trying to weigh us down, like for real. They was trying to wear us down. They didn't want to see us succeed or do anything, constructive or what's gonna make us happy. Like we said, all we ever supposed to be is a mom. That's it. And we're not supposed to surpass them. We're supposed to stay on their level. We don't do better than them. We just do just the right amount, as long as we don't surpass them. And that's a common issue amongst Black people. Yes, I said it. We want to see each other succeed, but as long as we don't surpass or beat the other person, then it turns into a competition. Very sad. Me personally, I really don't give a damn. I don't care. Do you? Even if you do better than me, even if you do surpass me, do you? It's room for everybody, to grow, do whatever it is that they're doing, whether you podcast, radio, DJ, produce, write, whatever. Author, whole 9 yards. Whatever you do you. We going to applaud you, honestly, because we love to support. Like, that's how we are. You support us, we support you. So, we not no hater. We ain't got no hate for, people we don't deal with no more. We just chose not to deal with them. And that's our own personal choice. And they can't seem to understand why. But that comes with limited knowledge, limited caring, limited compassion, and all that. Hello, doing good. How are you? Welcome in. Limited compassion and not caring. And that's one of the reasons why we chose to leave Florida, was because we just were surrounded by the wrong people. So we wound up going to ATL for a little bit. Same flavor. It was like we was invisible. We thought it was gonna be different. Got into another relationship. Shot the hell. So that was 14 months. We won't say we wasted, but we could have been doing something a little bit more constructive, than what we was doing. But like we said, you live and you learn. and we got knocked over, bumped up against the wall, and it's all good. Um, and it's all good. Hey, Marsha, how are you? How you been? So, like we said, it's all good. Um, had to learn the hard way. That's one thing we can say. Had to learn the hard way, and now, being in a whole different state away from all that, we found. Hey, how are you? Um, we found a whole lot more freedom. We found a whole lot more peace, and we actually able to do a lot of things that we want to do now. Still dealing with a little bit of shade, but who's not? Who isn't? It's funny to us. That after all this time, and we about to go into our first break, y'all. That after all this time, people haven't realized that they're not gonna stop us. That they're not. They keep trying over and over and over. And when we come back from our break, we're gonna talk about the strength and the power that we have within us that we don't really realize that we have. We don't. And that's what they haven't realized yet. We realized it, and that's why we pushing even through, any obstacle, any anything, anything that happens, anything that comes our way, and that's what we're gonna keep doing. So what we finna do, y'all, is play some music, and we finna go into our first break. We're gonna chat with everybody in the comments real fast. Thank you to everybody for joining in, and we will be back on the Queen Candy Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. Hello, hello. Okay, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Candy Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. So, for those that are just joining us, first off, welcome in, everybody. Um, we are talking about the first segment. We were talking about the beauty of being yourself, the beauty of being you, and not feeling the pressure of doing what other people want you to do, or basically being who other people want you to be, whole 9 yards. And it's something that we really have to get a hold of, really. Just gonna bring this up really fast. Also, like we said, was scrolling on TikTok and came across this video. And no lie, y'all, we actually did start crying because we're gonna try to make sure we describe this the best way we can. Um, the video was with a young lady, um, and this basically explains, how we speak things to ourselves, whether it's positive or negative, or we allow other people to speak life or death into us. And that was basically the video that we were watching. And she wanted to, I can't remember what it was, but basically she had goals and dreams, like we all do. And people was telling her that's stupid, that's dumb, why you want to do that. And when you're a child, and that's where it starts. It always starts from our parents. When you're a child and people say that to you, you tend to shut down or be like, you know what, maybe this is stupid. I ain't about to do this. And we was watching it, and as we kept watching, we see the girl standing there, and she is I think sitting at a table or something like that, and she eventually starts believing everything that people are telling her. And this is just like a simulation, but we could relate to it so much that we actually started crying by the end of the video. And fast forward to another part, she sees her child. Now, she's an adult, the one we talk about now. She sees her child self, her younger self. And she was telling her the same thing. You should sing, you should do music, whatever it is that you want to do, you should do it. And we see a little caption pop out of her head, that's stupid. Why you want to do that? Whole 9 yards. And we see it's like this energy that comes out of the adult and goes into the younger version and into the little girl. And that to us represents how we speak, like we just said, life or death into our kids, or life or death to ourselves. Because if y'all anything like us, we can be our own worst enemy. Like we'll say the worst things to ourselves. If we make a simple mistake, we say the worst things to ourselves, put ourselves down, and then we thinking it's the whole world that's doing it. And sometimes they could be. They could be. But most of the time, like you said, if you're anything like us or how we used to be, we used to do that to ourselves. And we see the energy go from the adult to the child, passing down from generation to generation. What's it called? The generational curse that we always like to call it. Just saying. And then the little girl, the younger version, starts getting sad. And they flip back to the adult, go back to her, and you see the younger child wrapped up in chains. She was wrapped up in chains, and she was sitting there looking at the adult, and they both look at each other, and then they start crying. And then they start hugging and holding each other. And that was just like, I think it was like a part one, but we're gonna keep a lookout for the second part. But basically, that like we said, to us represents, people trying to shut down your dreams, trying to shut down whatever it is that you love to do, whatever it is that you want to do. And like we said, even grown adults, like, do that same thing. And it's really sad. They do the same thing. And before long, we start believing And then, matter of fact, just remember, because we was trying to remember the video, there's another part that the adult version was watching, scrolling on social media, seeing how popular and how good everybody else was doing, whole 9 yards, and she starts crying and starts having these negative thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not popular enough. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to watch me. It's the same stuff we said to ourselves. And we wish we could play it, but we don't want to, get no copyright or nothing. We wish we could play it. But we were just watching that video like, this is sad, but it's true. It's so sad, but it's true at the same time. Like, really, that's what we do. We used to scroll on social media. Even when we was living in Atlanta, we used to scroll on social media all the time and see other people doing big things. And we still see it now. Other people doing big things in the same lane as us, podcasting, music, acting, whatever you want to do, author. They selling more books. People watch their podcasts or they support their music. And we're like, wait, I'm doing the same thing. Like, what in the world? Like, huh? Where we doing this at? Apparently here. So we felt the same way. Like we weren't good enough. Like, we weren't popular enough. Like we weren't pretty enough. Like we weren't interesting enough. And then as she's watching, scrolling in the video we was watching, she starts crying. So this is before she meets the younger version of herself. And like we said, they see each other, and they start crying and they start embracing and holding each other. And she looks at her like it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. And keep your head up. You're gonna be strong. You're gonna be strong. So don't be so hard and don't be so rough. On yourself. And the younger version of her, that's what really got us. Is she was sitting there down on her knees, like wrapped up in all these chains, like she couldn't break free. Like she felt that she couldn't get out, that she was trapped. And that's how we felt, we think, most of our life, real talk. Like we wasn't good enough. Like we wasn't worthy. Like we weren't interesting enough. That we weren't pretty enough. And all that was a bunch of BS. That we weren't doing as big as the next person. Because we weren't being monetized, or people, don't want to network with us, or, they don't want to connect with us, or, even be around us or support us, love us, our whole life. And we just finna say it. We've been treated like dirt. Yeah, we made our mistakes, our bad choices, so on and so forth. But, we still matter. We still are beautiful. We still are meant to be here, for a reason. And we put all our dependence, all of our worth, all of our love, into other people, all of our acceptance into other people, all of our approval into other people, only to still be stabbed in the back, only to still be let down. And then we looking like, what the hell? So watching that video, hello fam, what's going on? Watching that video, like on TikTok, we could relate so much because we know how that feels. We still know how it feels. But this time around, it doesn't work anymore because we've gotten, even through all that pain, through all that heartache, being abandoned, being left alone to figure everything out, we found so much strength and power. So much. And now those things we don't care anymore. How you doing? We don't really care anymore. whatever version of us. Hello, it's Chic. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Um, whatever version of us you want to create in your head. Thank you. Appreciate it. Whatever version of us you want to create in your head. And virtual hugs as well. What part of Florida are you in? I had to ask that real fast. Um, the version of us you want to create or make up in your head. If we the villain, we the bad guy, we it's okay. We accept that now. Um, and we know a lot of people gonna back away. And we used to actually think that's how stupid we was. Like we thought it was true. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming with Sheep for all the love and positivity. Oh, okay. I grew up in Jacksonville, that's why I asked. But yes, you guys, just responding to a couple comments. Got some people in the room. Welcome in, you guys. Hello. Um, create that version of me. I don't care anymore. I had to go through. A lot of people don't even know if we didn't tell you. Well, all the pain, all the hell we had to go through, just to be able to sit here and be this strong and be this powerful today. And we just want to talk about that video because that's what a lot of people go through. Um, fighting to break them chains, fighting to break free, especially mentally. Um, standing outside the crowd, being different, being on the righteous side, having the truth, you become public enemy number one. When you stepping outside and doing things other than what other people do, you become public enemy number one. And a lot of us, we go out here expecting people to care and be concerned about what we go through and the things we deal with. It's just not gonna happen. If you find them people, hey, that's beautiful. That's great. But a lot of times people ain't gonna care. They're gonna give you the finger and keep it moving. Because in their brain, it's all about them. I'm important. I'm more important than you. Blah, blah, blah. We don't heard all of it. Yes, fam, go dogs. I ain't riding bulldog all day. That's what we represent all day. But it's hard. People make it so hard to just support and love and be happy. But we had to realize we can't control other people. We absolutely cannot. I wouldn't want to anyway, because if I had it my way, you wouldn't be breathing. Nah, bad. We just keeping it real. Because if you're not here to help nobody or, to help nobody, why would you want to hurt them? Like we said earlier, it's lack of love that people have for themselves. And they definitely ain't got enough for you. So if they can't love themselves, you can't expect them to love you. Lady fam, thank you. You can't expect them to love you. Love you too, fam. You can't expect them to love you and they don't love themselves. What kind of sense does that make? That's crazy. What kind of sense does that make, y'all? So yeah, we're about to go into our next break, you guys. But I had to talk about that video because it really, that no lie. And we got to share it on our page again. But that really hit home because being in the system, being in foster care, child abuse, homeless, domestic violence, whole 9 yards, verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. That video really hit home. And a lot of things that people used to tell me, I used to believe it like it was true. And I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, we messed up. We were stupid. Yeah, but we still are worthy of love. We still are worthy to find our own path and be who we are. And that's not just being a mother for the rest of my natural life. It's just not. There's other things that we want to do, and we should be able to do them. So we at the point, and we're going to get into this after the break, that if you can't support or love us, keep moving. I'd rather not even bother me. Just act like I don't even exist. But don't come around me being fake, with all that fakeness. So I'm not even with that. all that being said, you guys, we're about to take another break, play some more music. We're going to respond to some comments, you guys. We have a couple people in the room. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday. And we will be back on the Queen Candy Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. Okay, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Candy Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. Yes, you guys, we are about to do our last little few words of wisdom. Just to give a shout out to everybody. Thank you, Marsha. I'm glad you guys got to come through and check out our live stream as well. We hope that you guys enjoyed the topic. We hope that you guys enjoyed everything we're talking about. We don't really write or plan anything. We just kind of talk from here, from our brain, and everything just kind of comes out. So thank you guys so much for the support, for coming through. We do our live stream every Sunday, just so you guys know. Every Sunday And that's the only way is if we sick. That's the only way we won't be on here. But every Sunday we do our live stream, Sunday Positivity Talk. Name of our podcast is the Queen Candy Podcast. So with all that being said, just the last few words of wisdom. It's like we said, y'all, we're talking today basically about being the best version, of yourself. Um, you don't have to accept any behavior in this world from anybody that you don't want to. You don't have to accept any behavior from anybody in your life that you don't want to. You don't have to work a 9 to 5 if you don't want to. It's your choice. If you do and you happy, hey, like we say, do you? We not the judge. It's not our call. But we just saying you have other options. To all the moms out there, you don't have to be just a mother. You can do it all. If you choose to. If you're happy, being a stay-at-home mom, that's wonderful. That's beautiful. But you still have other options. Say you ever change your mind. You are beautiful, you matter, and you are important. We understand all too well the negative things that can be put into our heads, especially when we say them to ourselves. The negativity that can affect you from surrounding yourself with the wrong people and allowing that to basically, like we said earlier about the video, have you wrapped up in all these chains, so many that you feel like you can't break out or you can't be free or you can't just, simply just be yourself, whomever that may be. We ain't the judge. Everybody has their own lifestyle. We're not the judge. So, um, you still standing. You still have a pulse. You still have breath in your body, and you're still here for a reason. Point blank, period. There's a reason why you were given a certain vision, a certain path, because other people were not meant to walk that path. It wasn't a group meeting. It wasn't a joint meeting. It was a meeting with you, yourself, and that's it. That's all. If that was the case, everybody else would have been invited. For real. Everybody else would have been invited to the meeting if they were supposed to be there. It's your vision, your dreams, your goals, your life. You get one shot. That's what we say all the time on here. You get one shot at being happy. Don't let nobody take that away from you because of their insecurities or their jealousy or, anything. Any negativity. You don't have to put up with it. It's hard. Especially now, it's hard out here. You don't have to surround yourself with anything. And it's a cliche, we know, that's going to bring you down. Thank you, Choi Choi, for the taps. You don't. You don't. Everybody deserves happiness, whatever that happiness may be to you. Everybody deserves peace, whatever that may be to you. Everybody deserves and has a right to follow their own path, whatever that may be to you. Everybody gonna be on the outside, with their little opinions. Opinions like a butthole. Everybody got one. But is that gonna pay my bills? Is that gonna help me accomplish my dreams? Then I don't care. We had to get to a point, and this is something we still do every day. Where look, you can't love me. You can't have love for me. You can't even say you care about me if you're not supporting me. If you're trying your best to slander my name and bring me down and talk about me because I'm not doing what you want me to do, you can't have love for me. You can't be supportive. You can't even care. So why in the world would I want you in my life? That's what people don't understand. You gotta get to a certain point where you cut people off and not feel guilty about it. We don't care. And people know. We know what we've done to other people. We know what we done said. But we like to play, the Ray Charles and not be able to see our own BS, but we can point out everybody else's. Make that make sense. Um, why would I want you in my life? I don't want you in my life. If you can't be there and love me, I just don't. I want to be surrounded by people that's going to genuinely be there. And it's not even about spending money. Even if you just comment or even just check on us. Hey, how you doing? You good? Everything going okay? Even if you just do something simple as that. It don't have to be every day. Just reach out to somebody you ain't talked to in a while, somebody you ain't did no business network, so on and so forth. And just reach out to them. And it takes something simple as that. We make it so hard and difficult because we're too busy competing. Way too busy competing. And that's crazy to us when there's room for everybody. There's plenty of room for everybody. But yes, you guys, love yourself, value yourself, respect yourself, take care of yourself, learn the truth of who you really are and where you come from. Not from all these street professors, not from these people out here. Ladies, if you need anything or you have any questions, hit me up. I am more than happy to help, support, talk, whatever. Because we know what it's like. We've been there to be held down. And we just, after the last incident in Atlanta, we was like, no, never again. I'm not stopping my dreams. I'm not stopping nothing I'm doing. As long as I ain't hurting nobody, I ain't using nobody, I'm not stopping nothing. I love what I do. It's not necessarily about the money. It's about connecting with my sisters and helping and, just sharing my story, my personal journey, whole 9 yards, my healing journey through Islam, whole 9 yards. That's what it's about. Money gonna come, so we ain't tripping on that. Money gonna come, so we're not worried about that. If that's what a lot of people get into this for, you already pretty much done lost. And we know everybody out here struggling. So trust us, we know. We already know. But it shouldn't be just about that. Help each other. If you can't help people, leave them alone. Don't hurt them. Leave them alone. But yes, you guys, be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Forget if anybody else don't like it. If they ain't gonna support, that's on them. Ain't got nothing to do with you. That's them problem. I think I saw a video here on TikTok. That's them problem. Ain't got nothing to do with you. So like we said, we don't care if we gotta go up against the ex, family, kids, whatever. We on a new path, on a new level, whole 9 yards. Either you're gonna get with us or get rolled over. That's it. Not by us necessarily, but we're gonna leave you behind, is what we're saying. So, that's it, that's all. So like we said, you guys, thank you once again for coming to check out the Queen Candy Podcast. Yours truly on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. You can catch us this Sunday and every Sunday live at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can also go check out the Queen Candy Podcast on any podcast streaming platform and any social media. Just type in Queen Candy Podcast. You can even go to Google, type it in, check us out. You want to link up, connect or whatever, we're more than welcome to do that, ladies. We got you. And also, we just wanted to make this announcement. So, no, we're not trying to sell none. Once again, you can also check out our magazine, which is on all of our social media platforms. Click the link and you can get a free copy. Now, if you want to be in it, then we got to, talk business. If you want to be in it, make that clear. I ain't trying to get shut down again. But yes, this is our magazine, you guys. Whole 9 yards has our husband in here as well. Like we said, it's a show that we do with him every Thursday. And we're going to be picking back up on that. Real talk and real topics. Has a bunch of articles in here. Whole 9 yards is something that we're proud of. Been working on that for a minute. First issue. So we're very excited about that, you guys. But you can go on our social media, check all that out. And we're really excited. Got other things in the works as well. So we're very excited about that. Of course, we'll keep y'all updated as all that unfolds. So with all that being said, you guys, we finna hit y'all with one more track and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much once again to everybody for coming in and hanging out with us on this beautiful Sunday morning. We finna get off of here. We'll get our behind back in the bed because we are tired. We ain't even gonna lie. Get some more sleep and then we gonna get out here and make some more money, you guys. So we got to get out here, like we said, get in and keep working. So Marsha, make sure you hit me up. We got a couple things we need to talk about. And we finna go ahead and close this out. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Be safe.